From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Powell out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Straight ahead, Gibson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Powell changing the play here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Howell. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Howell from the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Check. Back.
Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop. The Giants at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And that is incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. So here we go, 4th down. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Motion, motion, motion.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley dances by him. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 4th down. Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. Operating from the gun. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got this down to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Mike 35.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And just shutting him off there. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more?
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Howell throwing for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hyatt goes in motion left. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. So they tried to defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Meanwhile, Jones, a throw completed to Hyatt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. In motion, Slayton. Now Jones on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Ladybug. 35's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 35. He's scared. Switch. Timberland. He's creeping.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
He's moving.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
Switch. Other side. Mustang 19. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Drop deep. 57, go.
Here's Jones operating from the gun.
Here we go again.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Running left, it's Barkley. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gano's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Buried behind a line by Azeez Ojulari. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Powell out of his own end zone. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Howell down to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deonte Banks with it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season.